When love comes in and takes you for a spin, ooh la la la, c'est magnifique. When every night your loved one holds you tight, ooh la la la, c'est magnifique. But when one day your loved one drifts away, ooh la la, it is so tragique. But when once more he whispers je t'adore, c'est magnifique. But when once more he whispers je t'adore, c'est magnifique. Again, I would try to say all I'd want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the midst of day. Never, never to know how Don't mind telling you in my humble fash that you thrill me through with a tender pash. When you said you care, imagine my emotion. I swore then and there, permanent devotion. You've made all other boys seem blah. Just you alone fill me with awe. It's wonderful, it's marvelous. You should care for me. It's awful nice, it's paradise. It's what I love to see. You've made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for feeling amorous. Oh, it's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me. It's wonderful, it's marvelous. It's awful nice, it's paradise. My dear, it's four-leaf clover time. From now on, my heart's working overtime. It's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for, that you should care for, that you should care for me. Dreamed that your arms are lovely. I have dreamed what a joy you'll be. I have dreamed every word you'll whisper when you're close, close to me. the glow of evening. I have dreamed and enjoyed the view. In these dreams I've loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. I will love being loved by you.
Fingerprints on my skin, constellations that begin. Where are we touched? The sky is crying, so am I, 'cause your love is running dry. It just won't stop. Heavy heart growing cold, and it's sinking like a stone, bound to drown. Guess you're not coming back, 'cause you covered all your tracks without a sound. I know I won't follow you this time. I have to go alone into the night, into the night. I'll be chasing whatever's left of the rest of my life into the night. Learn to walk on my own, look towards the unknown. Souls are lost, a complete disconnect, 'cause no streets are leading back to where our paths crossed. I know I won't follow you this time. I have to go alone into the night, into the night.
Try it.
Do it.
Try it.
Do it.
Try it. Do it. Listen to the sound of a new tomorrow. Take over my dreams. Walk into the feeling. Sipping teardrops on an open beach for your love and your lust. Punching way above my weight in here. This house is too small for the both of us. Tell me when I'm gonna see that, 'cause I'm lost in your love. Tell me how I'm gonna see that. This house is too small for the both of us. Call me up. Say my name, honey. Call me up. Say my name. I don't know where you are, so honey, come sleep. Oh, see in the dark. So honey, what you know? I wanna know you're lost, lost. I wanna know you're lost, lost. I can see in the dark. No, I'm running on prerogative, 'cause I trust in your love. The sun is blaring out your eyes again. Can I redo what's been undone? Tell me when I'm gonna see that, 'cause I'm lost in your love. Tears falling off the skin again, and I wish you full for the both of us. Call me up, say my name, honey. Call me up, say my name. I don't know where you are, so honey, come sleep. Oh, see in the dark. So honey, what you know? I wanna know you're lost, lost. I wanna know you're lost, lost. I can see in the dark.
I feel the shiver, a chill in the night, a cold wind that cuts to the bone. Whenever the meaning gets lost in the words, we speak in a language unknown. We're desperately trying to keep up the front. We try to stay true, but our hearts on the hunt. We both gotta face it, we're reaching the end of the road.
like a shine under the sun. I don't know anymore what's right or wrong. There are no reasons to be afraid. This is just a nightmare in my head. A final party under the sun. This is the final party under the sun. A final party under the sun. A final party under the sun. This is the final goal. Before the final flush. Come comes the party, come comes the party, come comes the party, come comes the stupid, come comes the party, come comes the party, come comes the party. Come comes the party, come comes the party, come comes the party, come comes the stupid, come comes the party, come comes the party, come comes the party. I dance like a child under the sun. I don't know anymore what's right or wrong. There are no reasons to be afraid. This is just a nightmare in my head. I don't care about facts or reports. No one will tell me that I am wrong. No one needs to know that I'm scared. So I will close.
Hot 6 GSL Season 1 quiz.
This is size generation.
캡틴합니다. 왜 최강의 테란이고 최후의 테란인지 확실하게 보여주죠. 2회 우승을 하는 조합이 전혀 게임이지 않았습니다. 새로운 역사 있을 준비를 하고 있습니다.
보고도 믿을 수가 없는 경기를 선보였습니다.
마지막 진균! 마지막 진균! 아무도 몰랐을 거예요. God, 2 has lost again.
You better get ready, 'cause I got news for you. Girl, I'm not wasting time. Love me rock steady, is all you have to do.
Welcome to the GSL.
Thrown up on there on camera. Nice to be back, guys. It is the GSL Code S Group D. Once again, we're in here filling in for Tasty and Artoasty. How
Yeah.
you doing, Wolf?
Pretty good. I'm feeling pretty toasty, and yeah, that's about. I feel toasty, warm, nice. I'm in here. I wanted to go deeper on that one, but I couldn't. But we have the last two players to go into the round of 8 decided tonight. We only have one Zerg in there. We got a few Terrans, but this group is filled with Terrans and Process, so we could see PVTs, PVPs. And TVTs. We're going to see PVTs for sure. We might not see any mirror matchups depending on how the group goes, but it's definitely possible.
You know, I think we are going to see a lot of PVTs because Deer going up against Bunny first. I think Deer's favored there. And then you got TY up against Myungshik. I think TY's favored there. So we're going to get Deer and TY getting together in the winner's match for another PVT. And then the final match, I'm not sure how that's going to come down.
But then the losers
we'll
as
see.
well. The losers match will have both a Terran and a Pross fall down to
exactly.
it most likely. So could be a lot of PVTs.
Let's take a look at this VCR before we get into those matches.
개인적으로 좀 실리를 선택하실 거예요? 아니면 뭔가 좀 모험을 선택하실 거예요?
저도 실리를 선택하려고 했는데
네.
이미 꿀 묻은 보고가 깨져가지고 그래가지고 좀 다음 차선으로
네.
가야 될 것 같아요. 네.
자, 이번 시즌 이 박근혜 선수와 더불어서 이 선수들이 가장 원하는 선수로 지금 지목이 됐거든요.
예상한 거여가지고 별로 신경 쓰이진 않고.
그럼 개인적으로 백동준 선수를 어떻게 생각하세요?
제가 그래도 좀 많이 이겼거든요. 온라인에서는 네, 온라인 대회에서나 그래서 좀 자신 있는 것 같아요.
1차지면 누굽니까? 전태양. 김동. 역시.
네, 아까 말했듯이 이미 꿀은 하나 날라갔고 네, 두 번째 꿀 아닌가 싶어가지고.
그럼 개인적으로 생각했을 때는 박근혜 선수보다는 조금 어렵다?
네, 당연하죠. 그늘이는 네.
설명이 필요 없을 정도다는 거죠.
예. 자, 그럼요. 이세선 선수 마이크 한번 잡아주세요.
시드 가지신 분들 중에 분명히 저 뽑으실 것 같았는데 그 중에 백동준 선수가 뽑아주시면은 그나마 좀 나을 것 같아가지고 네, 다행인 것 같아요. 지금 남은 선수들이 다 잘하시는 선수들이어서 그 중에 좀 생각나는 선수가 한 선수밖에 없어가지고.
한 선수예요?
네.
이거요?
네.
네네. 네, 사실 둘 다 친해가지고 좀 가고 싶다고 얘기를 못 하고 있었는데 저도 D조도 좀 괜찮은 것 같아요.
D조 괜찮고 종족은?
프로토스.
프로토스?
아무래도 지금 남은 세 프로토스 중에는 제가 제일 약한 편이니까 그런 것 같고 저도 C조 아니면 D조 들어가고 싶었거든요.
예.
그래서 괜찮은 것 같아요.
너무 다이렉트로
너무
직선으로 지나가는데요.
그냥 바로 그냥 김명식 선수를 대놓고 데리고 왔습니다.
네.
저희 조가 저그가 없을 확률이 좀 높은 것 같아서 경기 준비하기 편할 것 같아서 좋은 것 같아요.
과연? 자, 이거는 좀 먼저 박영우 선수를 우선은 데리고 왔어요.
네.
전태양 선수는 어쩔 수 없이 지금 남은 조로 가야 됩니다. 전태양 선수도 이동을 좀 해주세요.
어찌 보면 우리만 손해보지 말고 차라리 같이 손해보자. 약간 이런 느낌이기도 해요.
그러니까 이게
C조에 갔을 때는 황강호 선수와 팀킬이 또 될 수 있다 보니까 D조에 가면은 팀킬은 아닐 수 있잖아요.
이야기를 했습니다. 자, 이제 전태영 선수가 지금
All right, we're going to jump into that interview right now. Sojung is here to translate.
Hello,
I'm here to make awkward comments.
작년 12월이었죠.
Go for it.
공허의 유산 전환 후 치러졌던 첫 번째 국내 대회였던 GSL 프리시즌이 있었는데요.
There was
여기서
this
2주차
GSL
4강까지
preseason.
진출하면서 누구보다 남다른 센스와
We're
빠른
talking about
적응력을 보여줬던
preseason.
4명의 선수
There were the
백동준,
four
이재선,
players.
전태양, 김명식 이 선수들이 오늘 바로 제
Dear
옆에
TY,
이렇게 모두
Bunny,
서 있게 됐는데요.
명식.
오늘 D조 당시
Group
프리시즌
D.
2주차 4강의 리벤지 매치가 됐습니다. 이 선수들
There was
이야기
I think an event
백동준
match or
선수.
something, I guess.
In the preseason?
Yeah,
It was like
and
a seeding match,
Right,
basically,
right.
to Codas.
네, 다시 만나게
And
돼서
Dear
네,
says,
굉장히 할만한 것 같고.
and I think I can do
잘할
this,
자신이 있는 것 같아요.
and I'm really confident.
당시 정말 아깝게
for
결승에
tonight.
올라가지 못했어요. 아무래도 첫 상대는 아니지만 김명식 선수에게 잡히고 말았는데
Well,
이번에
he was
좀 느낌이
eliminated by
다른가요?
Myeongshik.
그때는 어차피 프리시즌이었고
At that time, it was
지금
only
많이 바뀌었기
preseason,
때문에
and
다시
a lot of
만난다면,
things changed.
네,
And
잘할
if
수 있을
I'm
것
going to go against him, I
이번에는
think
그때와 다르다
I'll be able to do
느낌을
better.
보여주셨는데 그 일단 상대인
That TY
이재선
Myungshik game, one of the best
선수도
games we had at the beginning of Void.
자,
It was
이렇게
awesome.
시작하는 소감 어떠세요?
우선 좀 긴장되는데.
Well, I am kind of nervous,
준비 열심히
but still I
했으니까
prepared a lot.
있는 것 같아요.
네, 신인의 커리어적인 측면에서
Well, he's a newbie.
신인급이 있긴 하지만 당시부터 이름을 올렸었기 때문에 기량만큼은 보장이 돼 있다고 생각이 들어요.
Well, he
오늘
still
이 선수들
will be able to
준비는 잘
show
됐나요?
us something, I
오늘
guess.
선수들에 대한 준비는 잘 되셨어요?
Something.
Something.
No doubt.
Yeah.
준비 많이 했고요.
He says he has prepared a lot,
시즌에는 좀
and
많이 허무하게
He
갔는데
lost
이번에는 좀
without
많이
showing us anything in
발전했으니까
preseason,
훨씬 나을
but
것
he
같아요.
has
네,
his name up
허무한
here
적은 없다, 이런
for round
방송인
of
것 같은데
16, so he will be able to show us
어떤
something.
비장함보다는
And
이자리에
in,
있게 돼서
for group
행복해하는
nomination,
표정이었어요, 사실.
he hasn't showed us
오늘
anything yet.
긴장되지 않으세요?
긴장은
And
전혀
he
안
says
되고
he's not nervous
더 빨리 경기
for today, and he says he wants to play right now.
보여주고 싶은 게 많으신 것 같은데 자, 이 나머지 두 명과도 이야기를 나눠보겠습니다. 먼저 당시 우승을
Now
차지했었던
for
김명식 선수
Myeongshik, who won
안녕하세요.
preseason.
네, 자 오늘
Myeongshik.
소감 어떠세요?
뭐 크게 별다른 감흥은 없는 것
I
같아요.
don't feel anything right now. I want to play also.
집에 가고 싶어요.
I want to go home right now. I want to
인터뷰
advance and go home right now.
내가 약한 편이다 이렇게 겸손한 모습을
And for the interview video, he said he's kind of on the weaker side.
쉬는 기간인데
And
연습실 열심히 나가서 연습 많이 했고.
I was on vacation, but I practiced a lot, and I think I'll be able to show you guys good games.
좋은 기량 쭉 보여주셨는데 사실 김명식 선수에게는
She should ask him about his haircut. He looks so slick right now.
리벤지 매치가 돼서
Well, I think this will be his revenge match.
제가 공허유산 와서 다 한 번씩 이겨본
And in
상대들이라서
Legacy of the Void, he says he has won against everyone.
이렇게 오히려 담담한 모습을 보여주고 계신데요.
And he sounds kind of calm. And now TY, let's move over to
가장
TY.
마지막까지 뽑히지 않고
And he was the one that hasn't been chosen until the last part.
선수라는 의미일 텐데 오늘 나서는 소감 어떠세요?
그때는 연습 때 좀 많이 이겨가지고
At that time, it's because I was kind of confident. I didn't lose in practice session.
선수들이랑 많이 프로토 선수들이랑 연습을 많이 하면서
I practiced a lot with our Protoss players, but I lost a lot. I'm kind of nervous right now because I lost a lot recently. But he was very charismatic in group nomination.
좀 느낌이 있을 것 같아요. 프리시즌에서 굉장히 아쉬웠거든요.
프리시즌이요?
네, 특히 김명식 선수.
Because he lost against preseason against Myeongshik because Protoss was very strong.
그래도 좀 약해졌으니까.
But now he says Protoss is kind of weak now, and he says Protoss is still kind of difficult to go against, and he says he will try to win.
I hope so. I hope he doesn't try to lose, Sojung. That would be weird. It has happened before, but we don't like to talk about it.
Let's see what they've got to say. Well, I will try my best.
이렇게 좀 제가 결승전에서 져가지고
I lost his
되게 어렵게
finals.
코데스까지 올라왔는데
And I made it through the hard way to Kodes, but I want to win against Myeongshik. I want to make that revenge.
자, 김명식 선수 그 당시에 클래스 많은 분들이 또 그대로 기대하고 계실 거예요.
And I think everyone's looking forward to that final match.
오늘 뭐
Thinking about the preseason
저는
match.
저렇게 감정적인 생각은 딱히
Well, I
없고
don't have that emotional stuff right now.
좋은 경기하고
I just want to play good games.
나는 이성적으로
That's
하겠다. 네, 알겠습니다. 자, 백동준 선수 이번에 신인 행사했었죠. 각오 들어보겠습니다.
네, 제가 지금 테란전이 많이 불안하긴
Well, I'm kind of
한데
unstable with
많이
PVTs,
준비했기
but
때문에
I prepared a lot.
완벽한
So
모습으로
I will try to show you guys
이기도록
perfect
하겠습니다.
games and try to win.
선수에게도 오늘 경기 무척 중요할 것 같은데요.
And now to Bunny,
자, 이제 한 명 남은 로열 루더 후보 이재성
our
선수.
only royal rotor, I think.
저도 열심히 많이 준비했기 때문에.
Oh, I try to prepare a lot too, so I will try to show you guys good games and try to win.
자, 이렇게 오늘 D조에 나서는 선수들과 이야기 나눠봤는데요.
Such a bold statement.
I will try to hand this over to Valdez. I'll see you guys later.
Later on today, she will show you guys a good translation. She will try her best, and will definitely not disappoint the fans.
Whoa. Those interviews are pretty interesting, very straightforward. But let's take another look at a different VCR.
세 방이야.
이러면서 트리플까지.
와, 그냥 병력 분산시켜놓고
이미 지금 역장으로 버틸 수 있거든요.
오른쪽으로 깨고
저건 못 돌려요.
그렇죠. 저 돈은 있는데요. 못 뽑아요.
오윤수 완전 멘탈 박살났습니다 지금. 아니 백동주만 만나면 이게
다시 한번 들어가는 선택.
오, 외전.
팔팔치퍼. 저기를 정리하고.
그리고 우려선이 빠졌었는데 안 빠졌습니다.
이재선의 힘. 물량. 그러면서 테란의 물량.
이재선도 조합 안 바꾸고 진짜 쥐어짜는 거거든요. 다 살아남겠는데요 이재선.
네, 살아남은 장악한 겁니다.
본진 쪽에 사는 무대 6시로 안착시키면서 멀티가 됩니다. 불사조 1.4 불사조 빨리 떨어뜨려죠.
자, 이번에 머리 위로 폭풍.
자, 이거 그냥 안측선을 끌었는데 게시부도 있거든요. 자, 그럼 맞아줘. 다른 유닛에 맞아줘. 가시 지옥이 버틸 수 있도록.
뒤에서 같이 살지 버티고 있습니다.
와, 일대 완료. 게다가 그 바탕에 저 다수의 불멸자가 항상 지켜오고 있습니다. 와, 완전 해체하고 있는데요, 불멸자들.
그렇죠. 저희가 여기서 김명식. 들어갈 수 있죠.
네, 이거 전면전보다 최대한 살살살 빼주면서 주요관문 거의 다 완파시키고 이득 보는 싸움에 들어갈까 싶은데요. EMP까지.
자, 안쪽으로 들어가면서 사고로 병력 구성을 좀 끌어보려고 하고 있는데요.
이건 조성호 선수의 힘이 점점 빠지고 있습니다.
빠졌어요. 이 병력만 정리되는 추가 병력을 생산해내기가 너무 어렵거든요. 지제!
2016 핫식스 GSL 시즌 1 코데스.
So there you have it, guys. That's how the players got through here. And bring me through those interviews a little bit. I was watching a little bit, couldn't understand everything. I know at the end it was the very standard where Bunny was like, I'm going to show great games for the fans and I'm not going to disappoint, you know. But it did seem like everybody had a decent amount of confidence.
Yeah,
today.
everyone was pretty confident. TY basically said he was picked last. At the time, he was doing really well in practice. Everyone was kind of scared of him. The big story is the revenge match between Myungshik and TY from preseason, where Myungshik actually in that final all-in took the Codes spot away from TY, so he had to fight his way here. So we talked about that a little bit. Everyone gave their standard answers. Bunny said he was a little bit nervous. He's a Royal Roader. You know, standard interview stuff.
In the round of 16 group selection, actually, Bunny was like, "Oh no, I win all the time against Deer and in practice on the ladder and stuff." So this first match is going to be an interesting one, I think. You know? I think a lot of stuff has changed since then. I mean, Deer's just gotten better and better and better. Meanwhile, we haven't seen too much of Bunny. I think this is pretty much the only thing he's in. We never see him in Pro League, so
yeah. I actually looked at the lineups that were just released. He's set to play on Monday versus Pet in the 4th match.
Well, there
he
you
might not
go.
even play. So he's on his way in. Maybe CJ definitely had a rough round 1. But the big story here of today is the winner of today will face Lucira. The second place player will face Dream. So we could have a TVT or a TVP and then a ZVT or a ZVP on the other sides of this round of 8.
Yeah. In my mind, when I think about it, that if I had to rate the group now, I'd probably put Deer at first and TY at second. But again, anything could happen. I mean, we had Dark drop out of Group C in the final match so close against Lucira. One of the craziest sets we ever had.
And crazy things can happen in PvPs as well. If we end up having Deer and Myungshik face off in a PvP, there could be an upset there. Myungshik may be able to outthink Deer in this mirror matchup. That's so much a mind game. It's becoming a little bit more standardized now in Legacy of the Void. We get to see the dodgeball, hopscotch, disruptor, blink stalker type play. It's really fun, but we got to get there first. And this first matchup, as you were saying, you know, Deer is massively the favorite. He didn't drop a single map in Group H, getting out of the group 4-0, taking out 2 Zergs, which at the time, almost no process were able to beat Zerg, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he just like skipped on over DRG and Sue. Sue definitely the bigger name there, but taking a 2-0 as well on that best of 3 is pretty impressive. Also getting a 3-1 over SOS to qualify in the first place. I mean, SOS hasn't had the, you know, the magnificent season that he had at last year, rather. But, you know, still a great player. And, of course, he will be going up against Bunny here.
Yeah, Bunny definitely having a bit of a weaker road. Ended up losing to Myungshik 1 and 2, which may become relevant later on in this group. He beat Symbol and Sulky, 2 Zerg players who haven't been dominant in a long time. Both, of course, champions, but still not it's been a long time since they've been dominant in StarCraft 2. Sulky even temporarily switching back to Brood War and then switching back to StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
He had a much tougher road here, but, you know, he seems a bit confident. Says he's beating these players on the ladder.
Yeah, and Bunny does strike me as one of those players who does get a lot of chances, and he does get decently far. Like, I think he's gotten Codes at least a couple of times, you know. He's definitely a great player, but I think he's missing a little bit of that star power that gets him to the round of 8, even the round of 4, you know, or gets some consistent spots on that CJ roster for Pro League. He's just missing a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Maybe playing on this crazy, you know, stage we got here in the new studio with no boots, nothing to protect you. Maybe he'll get a little bit more experience here.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't break under the pressure in such an important match. The big prize pool jump from the round of 16 to the round of 8.
Let's jump into game number 1 of match 1, Deer versus Bunny.
Up here in the top right, our Protoss player, 1 of 2, he is
Samsung Galaxy Deer.
That's when Deer's hitting on the girl across the bar. He's like, I bought you that gin and tonic.
Yeah, that's actually a thing. You know, not even just in bars, but in like room hops, you can buy stuff for other tables. There's certain stuff. Korea's pretty interesting. Anyway, down in the bottom left, the Terran player.
They enters Bunny.
That's when Bunny looks at how beautiful it is after a rainstorm outside.
Yeah. Bunny definitely strikes me as a very thoughtful person. Kind of looks a bit tired at times. You know, even after the games versus Sulky that he won, taking a nap in his chair afterwards. But definitely a thoughtful guy.
This is when Deer was the best player in the world for a time. He definitely became a lot more inconsistent after that. And you and I joke about this all the time about how he let us down with our Pro League predictions like pretty consistently for a while there. But this season and this year, he's looking back in form, dropping very few maps in Pro League, having that excellent run versus Sue and DRG in the round of 16, looking very powerful right now.
Yeah, he was one of the most inconsistent players of 2015, but, you know, maybe just reinvigorated with the new expansion. He's like, no, I'm going to give it my all this time. I want to get back to where I was, because one of the hardest things to deal with is getting to the top and then falling, you know? It's like a fallen champion. Everybody's like, what happened to Deer? Everybody's talking about you.
Yeah, it's like
those Korean netizens make you have nightmares. It's like, I don't know what to do, man.
It's like Eiffel 65. You know that song like that nobody knows the lyrics to? I was blue. Like after that,
blue dabba dee dabba die.
Yeah, after that song comes out, you know, like where does Eiffel 65 go from there? You know, they disappeared.
That was their hit, man. That was their one-hit wonder, and
they went back to making
about it.
Italian music after that. You know, like. You know, they got pretty lucky. You know, the 90s was a really strange time, and they came through with this song that made 0 sense. It was perfect. It was perfect timing for them. They actually have a big hit called it's called Lucky, and then parentheses in my life. Just funny that you would mention that.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. I'm glad you mentioned that for us, Wolf.
All right, so. This is going to be a Robo follow-up for Deer, which means it could be any number of things. There's no Twilight Council to pair with this, though, so not going to be seeing a DT drop or an Adept attack speed follow-up. This SCV has scouted it, and it looks like is going to safely stay in the base for now, whereas back at home, Safety Factory, that tech up here for Bunny with his third CC. Looks like it may just be an early Adept pressure into a third base from Deer, like just harass a little bit with the Adept drop and take a third Nexus.
Yeah. This is a build we see from time to time, but oh boy, Bunny getting the perfect scout. He's like, okay, I see exactly what's going on. No Twilight Council, it's a very fast drop. You want to pressure my back door. And he's going to be ready for it. You know, get an engineering bay, get some turrets up, even make a Widow Mine in the back door, get some Marines back there. You should be okay. I mean, Deer kind of does have to commit to this from here, but as long as Bunny can defend, he's going to be in a nice spot.
He's making an Immortal and adding extra gates, so he's basically saying, okay, Bunny, I know what you saw, I know what you think, but it's actually for real. This is a big all-in. This is not actually just some pressure, take a third base, just standard gates to hit over on the left side. Needs to make sure that another scout doesn't get in. And I don't think Bunny's going to drop a blind scan or anything like that. This is a very intelligent move from Deer.
Yeah. There are some times where Protoss will make a bonehead move where they're like, oh, he scanned my Dark Shrine, I'm going to cancel it now when it's halfway done. This is not one of those times, right? Deer is a very smart guy. He knows what the response is going to be, and he's specifically doing this. He's changing up his build to specifically counter what Bunny is trying to counter based off of what he saw on the base of Deer.
Right. Now, Bunny will have a siege tank here, a decent amount of Marines, but no stem, and if he doesn't have a bunker, he will just straight up die to this. Make no mistake.
Bunny, he misses the scout too. He doesn't see the Warp Prism. That is so bad for him right now. Misses the Adepts too.
He's just going to die here, I'm pretty sure. There's nothing here. The wall isn't even raised. He's going to go for the reactor
all the
first.
Troops are in the back door expecting a drop.
Yep, here comes a big amount of Adept Warpins as well, and he's just going to annihilate these Marines. Can get on top of the siege tank easily as well. He's got an Immortal here. Not targeting right away, actually, just having the Adepts fight the Marines. And that tank is staying alive for a little bit longer, but that
Here comes the second Warpin, man. 7 Adepts, 6 Adepts in front of everything here. And really nice micro to follow up. I think that should just be it.
Yep, that is going to be game over. Mules drop down. But that is going to be it for game number 1 here. A very quick 5.5-minute one. 2 bunkers finished, but no Marines to go inside. GG.
There you go. What a smart build from Deer. Really nice follow-up. He's like, oh, you got a scout on my base. So what? I'm just going to go kill you, you know? It's like Bunny almost over-prepared for what was coming. But Deer knew how to counter that.
Yeah, and when you don't do a follow-up scout, you don't do a follow-up scan, and you just assume, sometimes that can actually really hurt you when you're playing against a Protoss, because Protoss players have so much flexibility in their builds. While they're building gateways, they can make a ton more. A Warp Prism is one of the most terrifying things in existence, because you actually have a unit that can make units appear, it can save units, it can drop units into the base, and all it takes is just hiding extra gateways and bringing an Immortal over, busting the wall down, and you win the game.
Yeah, so that was a really quick game for Deer. He was the favorite coming into this one. I have to imagine that Bunny was not too happy about that first game. Now he's got to win 2 in a row, going to Lurelei Crest and then Rockshear for game number 3. Probably not too happy about his position. Let's see what he can do here in game number 2 of Deer versus Bunny.
Up here in the top left in blue. Up again with that sneaky play.
Deer.
That's when Deer is about to get a headshot across the room.
When he's playing some of that Overwatch, some of those Blizzard games. Thanks for coming down, guys. Happy to have you enjoying the StarCraft tonight. And down in the bottom right, in the red, the Terran player.
Today enters Bunny.
That's when Bunny thinks about that embarrassing thing he did in 3rd grade. It's like, oh, that was weird, but no one remembers that, right? Thanks for coming down, guys. Admission is free.
Whoa! That guy on the left. He nearly got shot, man. He covered himself up there.
Got to be careful. You never know.
You don't want to be caught on camera.
All right, second SCV going to come over here. Go for a bit of a scouting expedition. Going to find out where that base is. And obviously that will change the quickness to which you can push as a Terran player to pressure the Protoss, and also how much time it will take for, say, a Warp Prism or an Oracle to come across the map and harass you. 4-player maps, always have to think about them differently than 2-player maps, because the distance is so different that you can't have that turret up 5 seconds later. You're going to die sometimes. Wow.
First Tsukage, Bunny, George Myungshik, John Sun. We are the world.
Well, listen,
do you want to
guys,
decipher that one for me?
I have no idea. Like, I'll have to go back and look at that and maybe bring like a notepad.
Yeah,
and,
I feel like there was some kind of cryptic message in there, and you gotta work out the code. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like if we had a team of scientists and like all the statisticians from all the leagues that they cast here in Korea, and like also Bill Nye, we would figure out that sign.
We need Bill Nye in there too.
Yeah.
He's the science guy.
He would probably ramble on about global warming, but we'd get to the bottom of it. So, this is a scout here for Deer. Is going to also be able to kind of harass this CC. And actually another SCV will need to come down, or rather a Marine. Looks like
Probe
he's away.
Getting feisty. Zaps that Marine.
Who knows, that could be important later, that Marine has less health.
I suppose it's possible.
It's the little things. So same opening here for Deer so far. It looks like this time you may actually just take that safe 3rd Nexus, because there's no SCV in his base, something he has diligently checked for.
Yeah, and especially at cross spawns, very easy to get that down pretty safely. He's even going to get a shade in here for a nice scout. Well, does get denied by the depots there and is going to cancel. Looks like you may want to trade a little bit at the front, or maybe just go for a Mothership Core scout in the main.
And the Mothership Core coming around, he will want to see the Widowmine drop that is on his way. And that's obviously going to give him a ton of time to react back at home. He's getting a Warp Prism first, and a fast base. So we more like to see Disruptor drops here.
Yeah, you don't see this all too often. I feel like I see it more often in game number 2 after the Protoss wins game number 1. It's almost like a stylish play, but it is very effective. Oh boy, is he going to recall out of here? He is, just barely. Yeah. And he sees double Widow Mine, so.
Oh my god, Bunny gets another SCV into the base. This is inexcusable.
Wow.
This should not be happening. Also, I don't think he really saw the Widow Mines. Like, he saw that there was a starport coming, so he should have a good idea that this is going to be on the way. He's got an observer rallied here, so yeah, he's going to be prepared. He's going to have this piling up for an overcharge. I think he'll just have enough energy for that. Third base coming up here for Bunny. Warp Prism speed now on the way, and even though you scout a Disruptor drop, you're not always prepared for it. That Liberator should give him a little bit of breathing room, though.
Yeah, it's funny that he takes that third base so quickly. It's like he's not scared of it at all. Here come the Widow Mines into the natural. Really fast pull here from Deer. Only dropping one Widow Mine, though, into the natural. Another one coming up into the main.
Yeah, really important that he doesn't have more than one observer here. He's going to have to split this away. He may lose that Mothership Core. Oh, he will. Down it goes.
Oh, man.
And 5 probes.
Kind of a misstep there on the placement of that Mothership Core. He's going to have to remake that.
Did he? He targeted the Observer as well at the natural, so he killed the Observer, forcing a Disruptor shot to be used and a lot of lost mining time. And because the Disruptor drop was scouted, he has a Viking and a Liberator. I don't think that this is going to go very well for Deer. Oh
yeah,
my god, I mean, nearly got another shot with that Widow Mine too.
Yeah, it was really close. Now we have the Liberator coming up here next. He does have a pylon in position, but this is mainly just to pull the probes off the line. And, you know, even get a couple of kills. Gonna get 3 in total and just fly away. Here comes the first Disruptor, though.
Good
An
reaction.
immediate pull.
Gonna lose 2 SCVs, it looks like. The Viking is gonna ward this away. He's also got a Cyclone about to pop out. And with Observer speed, or rather Warp Prism speed, he will escape there, but very little damage done. And Bunny does have that third base. He does not, however... he's trying to intercept here.
Yeah, now Liberator's pretty fast. Not going to pick up the kill, but look at how low that Warp Prism is now. Even if it does regen all of its shields, a Liberator, missile turrets, Viking, and the Cyclone should be enough to push that away.
And it's not like if you go for Liberators, or rather Disruptors this early and you don't do damage, it's the end of the world. It's more of the issue that you didn't have any pressure and you won't have any pressure on the map. Look at the army supply. It's half of what Bunny has because he committed so much money to this tech. He's also trying to get his upgrades and his blink. So Bunny knows he's totally safe, doesn't have to worry about anything because he also has Vikings and turrets, as you mentioned, and he's going to be able to build up a beefy army during all of this. May even want to consider using double E-base. He's just got 1 running right now, and he's significantly behind in upgrades. He also started his third orbital a little bit late and didn't saturate that base very quickly, so Deer still having the lead in workers at 57 to 51.
Yeah, and one of the nice things about the build that Bunny did for Deer is that after the Widow Mines and the Liberators do their harass near base, there is going to be this period of time where the Terran does not have the stim, does not have the combat shields. Before they want to attack, they really do need those infantry upgrades for their mainly Marine army to go for their attack. So I like how Deer, he saw the build and he went for that quick third base too. And we're essentially just going to go into this very long macro game.
Oh, missed scan's the worst feeling ever. Terrible feeling. He's not even going to scan again. He's like, oh man, right into a cannon here. Oopsie daisy. We'll save the Liberator, but still weakening that pressure. Double drop coming this way, and it's going to be tough to defend this with a small gateway army. You can't really reliably use Disruptors on the defense. It's very risky, and you may end up losing them if you miss a Disruptor shot or you're on cooldown when the drop comes in.
Those Stalkers are not on the watchtower. There they go. They do spot the units coming across, but this may draw Deer out of position for this big stim from the left side that he does not know about.
Oh, he wants to target down those Disruptors. He's going to catch a Warp Prism for free here. And if he kills these Disruptors, that's huge. Deer needs those to survive right now.
Nice micro there on the blink, and it looks like he's going to try to get away, but a huge hit there on the medevac. It goes down with all the Marines inside.
Now that's half this army gone in a flash, and he doesn't have combat shields yet. It's about to finish, like just finished as I was saying that. A snipe here on the Mothership Core, and with combat shields you can tank a little bit more of that overcharge. Now we're going to go into the main base. That is...
oh, look at that pylon.
That's a tasteless co-host pylon right there. And it looks like he's not going to go for it, and Deer is going to kind of all in across the map.
This is interesting. Bunny has made a couple of tanks here, which will help out in the defense, and this will get cleaned up eventually. And Deer's just going for it. Here come the Disruptor shots, but a big pickup there on the tank.
And he doesn't have that many units back here at home, but he is